Hey everyone, and welcome. Get ready to supercharge your English skills because today we're going on a cool mission. We're going to master those describing words, the ones that help us compare things. So, are you ready? Let's jump right in. So, picture this. You look at your friend and you say, "Hey, you're tall." Pretty simple, right? But then a giant basketball player walks by. Whoa, he is definitely taller. And then, just for fun, imagine you're standing next to the Qutub Minar. Now that is the tallest of all. See what we did there? You actually use these words all the time. Today, we're just going to find out the secret rules behind them. Okay, so here's our game plan for this grammar adventure. First, we'll figure out what these comparison degrees even are. Then, we'll check out the comparative and then the big boss, the superlative. We'll also unlock some secret spelling power-ups, meet a special team of rule breakers, and finally, we'll have a quick mission recap. Let's do this. Alright, first up, what are these things really? Let's get down to the basics. So, what are degrees of comparison? Well, you can think of them like a hidden superpower that all describing words, adjectives have. And guess what? We're about to unlock that power. Basically, it's just the way adjectives change their form when we compare stuff. It's the magic that lets us say, this is big, that one is bigger, and that thing over there is the absolute biggest. So, let's imagine our adjective is a superhero. It has 3 power levels. Level 1 is the positive degree. That's our basic hero, just strong. Then, for level 2, the hero powers up. This is the comparative degree, and our hero becomes stronger. And the final ultimate form, that's the superlative degree, where our hero is the strongest of all. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, on to the next section, the comparative. We're diving into that second power level now. This is the one you use for a one-on-one showdown, a head-to-head battle. Basically, anytime you're comparing just two things. So yeah, just remember this. Comparative is for comparing a pair. Like you might say, a cheetah is faster than a lion. Or maybe, my school bag is heavier than yours. In both these examples, see, we're only comparing two things. But how do we make these words? Well, it's actually pretty easy. The secret code depends on how long the word is. If it's a short word, usually just 1 or 2 syllables, you just stick ER at the end. But for the longer words, you just put the word more in front of it. Simple as that. Let's see it in action. The word bright. Short word, so it becomes brighter. My phone screen is brighter than yours. But a word like interesting, that's a long one, right? So we say more interesting. This book is more interesting than the last one. Makes sense, doesn't it? Alright, let's level up. It's time for section 3 and the final ultimate power level, the superlative. This is the big one. This is what you use when you want to find the champion, the number one, the best of the best in a whole group of things. Yeah, the superlative degree is for comparing 3 or more things. It helps us pinpoint the one thing that's at the absolute top or even the bottom. We're talking about the fastest runner in the whole race or the tallest building in the entire city. It's all about the extreme. And guess what? The rule here is super similar to the last one. You'll catch on really fast. For short words, instead of ER, you add EST. And for the long words, instead of more, you use most. See the pattern? From ER to EST and from more to most. Easy peasy. For example, look at this sentence. A man's score wasn't just higher than someone else's. No, it was the highest in the whole class. And this painting, it's not just beautiful, it's the most beautiful painting in the entire museum. It's all about finding that ultimate champion. Okay, grammar champs, you've got the main rules down. But wait, there's more. To really become a pro, you need to know the secret spelling power-ups. These are the little tricks that will make sure you get it right every single time. Let's go through them one by one. First rule: if a word already ends with an E, like large, you don't need to add another E. Just add the R or EST. So, larger, largest. Simple. Second rule: what about a word like happy? It ends with a consonant and a Y. Here, the Y magically turns into an I, and then you add R or EST. So, happier, happiest. And the last one: for a word like big, which has a vowel and then a consonant at the end, you have to double that last letter. So, BIG becomes BIGGER, bigger and biggest. I know, it seems a bit tricky, but with a little practice, you'll nail it. Okay, so you know how in every superhero movie, there's that one group that just breaks all the rules? Well, grammar has them too. Let me introduce you to the awesome Irregular team. These guys are total rebels. They don't follow the ER or EST rules. They have their own special way of doing things. Check out this all-star team. You would never say gooder or goodest, right? No way. We say better and best. And you don't say badder, it's worse and worst. These are some really important words, and honestly, you just kind of have to remember them. They're the cool kids who have their own rules. Okay, listen up because this is a super important tip, especially for your exams. A very common mistake is using a double comparative. You only get to pick one superpower, not both. It's either the ER at the end or more at the start. So you say safer, not, and I repeat, not more safer. It's the busiest, never the most busiest. Please remember this one. And here's another quick little rule for you. For some words, like senior or junior, we don't use the word than. Instead, we use the word to. So you'd say, he is senior to me, not senior than me. It's just a special case to keep in mind. Phew, what an adventure, right? We've unlocked a ton of grammar superpowers today. So before we finish, it's time for our final mission. A super fast recap to make sure all this awesome knowledge sticks in your brain. Alright, let's lock it all in. Here's what we learned. Positive degree, that's for just one thing. Comparative, that's for comparing two things, and we use ER or more. Superlative, that's for comparing three or more, and we use EST or most. Don't forget those tricky spelling changes, and definitely don't forget our rule-breaking Irregular team. And the number one golden rule, what is it? That's right, no double comparatives. And mission complete, you did it. Now it's your turn to go out there and use these new superpowers. Think about your favorite food. Is it tasty? Is it tastier than what you had yesterday? Or is it the tastiest food in the whole world? Try it out. The more you practice, the easier it'll get. Thanks so much for joining me on this adventure today. We hope you have understood the topic well. For more content, explore EduRev app.